up, beautiful people? Welcome. This is the weekly rap show, the real definition of satire. I am your host, Victor Odhiambo, a boy handsome, home and away. And you can see the look on this face. Kijana ni tantalizing, kijana ni amazing, kijana ni gym tu mbaki gym peke yake. Na kila siku nasemanga, ukiona kijana ameng'ara namna hii, jua kuna mfuko wa mtu umetingizwa. And I want to appreciate everyone who has been part of this team for supporting us since day one. Now, to continually supporting us, you can use the till number 9626895. I'm repeating 9626895. Support us pale mtaani, tumia hata kama shilingi 10 jamani hapo. Hiyo ni lipa na M-Pesa. Tuma hata 5 bob so that we can make a stretch worth. And let us start this show. Ama namna gani, director? Now, this is the first Friday since the inauguration of our 5th president, Dr. William Samoei Ruto. You have to critically say this name so that wakiona hii video anaweza nipatia kazi bahati mbaya. We are the Hustler Nation and I'm praying for God that this video, mtu ambaye ako namba ya kiongozi pale amtumie. Ninaomba tu kitu moja, bwana rais, pale kwa mlango ya State House, nifanywe hivi, nikusalimie hivi. I will be very happy. Hiyo salamu tu, and then we can talk other matters as we greet each other there. Imagine I have qualification. Imagine niko na degree. Na hii degree lazima tupatie nayo kazi. But I'll be happy to shake your hand pale. Mimi nataka tu kusalimia president. Nikuwe in the light of history that the host of the weekly rap show alisalimia rais. Congratulations rais. Karibu ni ngwe. Rais, kwa imekuwa rahisi kwako wewe kuwa rais.
Sio rahisi kuwa rais kweli.
Na sio rahisi kuwa rais.
Lulu Hassan of this nation. Rashid Abdallah, sorry. And I'm happy. Congratulations, WSR, and for whatever you are doing. But we are not happy. As Kenyans, we are not happy because of all the things you promised in the manifesto, hatujafikisha 100 days, lakini so far we are not happy. Mtukufu rais, ulisema ukiingia uta-reduce bei ya unga. Ile kitu bwana, bado pale dukani tunaumia vibaya sana. Mafuta ulisema utashukisha. Nimepitia pale na ile gari yangu ya Subaru, nimepata mafuta ni 180 shillings actually in Mwea. But you know, when during the era of Uhuru Kenyatta, fuel was constantly rising, by the way. And then people used to argue so much that mafuta imepanda, Uhuru's administration has been very bad. And for the first time, Kenyans are supporting the president when the fuel is going high. For the first time, I even know the meaning of subsidy. I know even how the subsidy works. I know how we can be affected when the subsidy comes in. I mean, it is very good to see we are running this nation as the entire country. Kenyans wameenda pale wanasema the president is right. Fuel lazima ipande ndio ishuke. Up bottoms up economy. I mean, how good is it? We have to use Azimio's protogen of analogy of thinking of up bottom to ensure that the Ruto's government of bottom up actually works. Very good. I mean, you just have to borrow. At the end of the day, hizi manifesto tulikuwa tunakopiana, copy and paste. But anyway, I'm not saying anything bad about that because we are just starting. And according to Gachagua, the cost of living was costed by Uhuru. So we are just expecting that in the next 100 days, Gachagua will not have a reason to say that ndio maana tuyatengeneza mafuta ikakuwa 90 bob. Otherwise, I think most of us, even the Azimio fraternity, the 8 million people never voted, the 6.9 million who voted, everybody in this country has actually accepted William Samoei Ruto as their president. The only problem we have, jamaa, is His Excellency Gachagua. Jamaa, the tailor is not doing his job correctly. Tailor, kindly tengeneza naibu rais. I mean, you can't just imagine that when our president, His Excellency William Samoei Ruto, our youngest president, decides to go to a trip in France, which I know he will go, US, meet pale Biden, we will leave Gachagua as the president of this nation. Tutaumia majama. Look at that. Work on that. Prezo, work on that. Tengeneza deputy president. Now, Depa amesema ati he was protecting his family. So, we hope that in the next 3 months, as he has promised, in the next 90 days, that Gasha atakuwa amereduce kitambi na amekuwa fit. I mean, how do you gain kitambi and weight while you are still running? Hey, very good. Now, as a matter of thing, guys, we have started the politics of the weekly rapture. Now, President Uhuru Kenyatta was slapped with the punishment of a job. I mean, most of us Kenyans went to vote against Uhuru as a punishment. But rather, our president, who is now sitting, William Samoei Ruto, has actually slapped President Uhuru Kenyatta with the punishment of a good job as a peace envoy to the East African community.
I have asked my elder brother, President Uhuru Kenyatta, who has done commendable engagement with those regions, and he has graciously agreed to continue chairing those discussions on behalf of the people of Kenya.
I mean, that slap must be very good. And if you think that Baba was going to Bondo, then guys, you are wrong. Baba has just landed a new job in UN, which is called Peace and Democratic and Humanitarian Head, and he'll be sitting on the board of UN. I mean, if Bondo is this sweet, then I think it's high time as Kenyans, twende Bondo. Hashtag twende Bondo. Bondo must be very fruitful. So at the end of the day, guys, as I was planning last time, just because you didn't vote in for Raila or you are against Ruto that time, doesn't mean that they will go to Ichaweri, Uhuru, or Sugoi, Ruto, or Raila will go back to Bondo. These are the same people who always support each other. They are brothers of politics. So until that time when Kenyans will start fighting for their issues as one people, I think that these leaders, they're the same people. I mean, at the end of the day, in 2007, these same people who are sitting right now, ndio walitusumbua 2007, when you had that war. Now it is 2022. They are the same faces. I mean, we have to go to that point when that we are fighting for our own rights and not for the rights of these leaders. I actually even think they don't even care about us at the end of the day. But it's fine. And a happy news to people of Kisumu, because our president, His Excellency William Samoei Ruto, is going to tour Kisumu on his first outside Nairobi tour. How amazing is that? People of Kisumu are happy. Na msurushie President mawe. That is our president. How you treat him may reflect on how the Prezo will build us roads and expressway in Kisumu. You know, if I'll be the governor of Kisumu, I'll actually bring an expressway in Kisumu. We want to feel the coziness of expressway in Kisumu. It must be very nice. Ama namna gani madam? I am very happy. Now, let me acha nisiongelee mambo ya rais sana, kwa sababu imekuwa rais yeye kuwa rais baada ya judiciary kumwapisha. Mimi najua Kiswahili wewe. Okay, very fine. But one thing I want to just say, Gachagua will lie to us.
Pika mchele, nyama, nini, watu wanakuja huko, wanakula, wanakuambia kwa heri, wanaenda. Kakoni roge mureda. Hiyo tu.
Tunataka mchele. Tafadhali Gachagua, we want rice pale State House Lodge. Miss just how there is no way you can tell us that mchele imeisha namna gani. How does mchele affected by Uhuru? How was mchele affected by Uhuru? Now, speaking of inauguration that happened on the 13th of this month, declaring William Ruto as the official president of the Republic of this country, you have to admit one thing. We experienced a msukumano of people as they entered that part. Now, dear Kenyans, bwana ukivunjika pale, huyu president atakuja kukutibu bwana. So your health will always come first. Sasa mnaumia kwa nini? But anyway, you love your president so much, so it is actually okay. But that one is not the issue tonight. The issue that I am going to speak about is this. The president of the Republic of Uganda was here. And you can admit, this guy has greeted 5 presidents of this country. Is it 5 or 4? Alisalimia Moi, we have the picture, that is evident. Alisalimia Kibaki, we have the picture. Akasalimia Uhuru, we have the picture. Akasalimia Ruto. And he's still the president of the Republic of Uganda. And he's saying that Uganda has democracy. And it's not the issue. This guy must be the Queen Elizabeth of Uganda. Jama is not dying. A very sad story. Now, okay, Miss Jakose, I'm not German, but let's avoid that story. Now, let me tell you one thing. You know, that is the only president who came to inauguration with his toilet. And the toilet was armored, guys. The toilet is armored. It is safe to say there are people in northern Uganda who are sleeping hungry, but the purpose of the president has more security than them. So it is safe to say that You know, they say that William Samoei Ruto is the people's president. Rwandan president is the people's president of Rwanda. And one time in Kenya, they said Raila was the people's president. So I am just trying to understand. Instead of Prezo wa Uganda kukuja na watu wake, because he's the people's president, he decided to come with Pupu. Now he's the Pupu's president. Very sad story. And how does the whole president of a country comes with his own vehicle of toilet, which is armored? I mean, that must be an expensive. Trust me, it is very expensive to be a president. Until nini yako inaprojectiwa na lori ambayo inapigwa bullet. That president must be very insecure. Yani your country is so tired of you, you even have to protect when you're going to the toilet. Hata Uhuru wa kufanya hivyo. Na Gachagua anasema Uhuru aliiba pesa. Hata yeye hajaifanya kitu kama hiyo. But the ceremony was actually nice. And I think it was a mockery of all times for Yoweri Museveni to be allowed to speak in an inauguration ceremony like that. Because, I mean, how do you talk about democracy and you have denied your own people democracy in your country as a whole? I mean, I hope you save Uganda the way you have saved yourself. Kindly, just ensure that we have democracy in this country. Fight for your nation, people. Fight for your nation. But kudos to people of Uganda. Don't come for me. I am just a funny man, not a comedian. Just trying to make my show great. And hoping that I can greet our president. Anieleze kwa nini alikubali huyo jamaa kaongea kwa taifa letu. And our country is democratic. My friend, I am your friend. So, let us deal na issue. Now, matters of politics of Kenya, let us tufunike mambo. Ama should I speak the fact that Raila Odinga is back? Baba is returned. And now I was expecting something like, Baba waliwawe, President wa Uganda alikuja na mambo yake ya choo. But they didn't say that. They actually said, Baba waliwawe, judiciary waliapisha wengine. Now it's a mockery to Baba that judiciary has been added more power after they decided to sweep him out of his state house state. Now, Baba is said to have gone to Zanzibar to recapitate from the shock of not stepping on State House. I mean, his dream of cheering Omena in State House has been banished. I mean, do you take Omena to State House? No, you cannot do that. Mambo yako kusema Omena ndimeleta ngori hapa. So ensure you don't talk about Omena next time when you're vying. But you're hoping you're not vying. Baba was in shock, rude shock. But it's okay. I mean, a lot of Azimio fans are happy. I was looking at the content. People are very happy that Baba is back. I think the peace that this country has faced during from handshake of 2018 has been very good. And people are actually missing the tear gas of this country. Wajaluo are not happy that tear gas imepelekwa ndani ya mfuko. They want to go back to the streets, but we're hoping not for that. Guys, I hear that Baba wants to collect 1 million of us to demonstrate towards the judiciary. I mean, to him it might be good, but I don't see why. But another thing, Gachagua is actually saying that DCI are frustrating the Kenya Kwanza elected leaders. I mean, I thought DCI is a deep state issue. Ama naongea vibaya majama. I thought DCI inafaa kontroliwa na executive government. Why is DCI affecting Kenya Kwanza? Or are we expressing what we call the deep state outside the government? Okay. Done with the politics. Now, into some international news. A royal guard fainted while guarding the body of the late Queen Elizabeth. And BBC had to cut down that. It is an embarrassment for a potential guard like that one to fall. I mean, it can show that the British people are very weak. Wakianza pelekwa pale World War 4, I'm not suggesting of anything. Wasimamishwe tu pale mraundi tu 1 hour, wanaanguka wote. It's a very good way of fighting and fighting for your nation and bringing hope to this country. Now, let me come back to the local news of our country. Now, the Kenya rugby, I think it's the rugby sevens, was ranked number 12 when they just finalized the Rugby World Cup. And people are wondering what is happening. Now, I've come with an answer of why World Cup people might have ranked as number 12. I mean, just imagine grappling the fact that the cost of unga is 200 shillings. Unajua wale majamaa wanakulanga indomie. That is one thing, wanakulanga indomie. Mkenya lazima ukule ugali ndio ukue strong manze. Manze unafaitia unga yako manze ina nyuso mbili. Kidogo kidogo unasikia ati Prezo aliingia mpya na alifanya mambo ikakuwa na mafuta tena ikapanda na 20 bob. Bwana, you cannot tackle a player knowing that you are going to sleep hungry when you come back to this nation. So don't blame the rugby people, they have tried. Lakini majamaa hamjafanya fiti jo. Me, I expected you to be number 1, but it's okay. My plead is that when our president starts working now officially on these 100 days of his work, afanye kitu ambayo inaitwa reviving the sports of this nation. So one thing you love to do, our Prezo, is ile mambo ya watu wa football. Rudisha chairman pale jamani, tupelekwe games. We want to go. Tunataka kuenda kukaza. Tunakazaka pale Olunga kimiss mabao pale tunakaza the entire time. Tuko we want to go back to kukaza. Turudishe pale tukaze mpaka tufunge, and I hope this time at least tutaanza kuwa na mahali at least. Yes, hii World Cup ishatuacha, but we can get somewhere. I'm just hoping the sports will be your first priority, because sports actually manze tunafaa. At the end of the day, if life is so hard, we tulisoma kwa mshtaiki mea. For those of us who mshtaiki mea, if life is so hard, entertain those people. So life ilikuwa ngumu. Uhuru tried it. Na life ilikuwa ngumu tukapatiwa wasanii 100 million yenye ingawa si kuonja. So you can also try it. You can try it through sports. Saizi life ni ngumu. And as Kenyans are joining you in waiting on the reduction of fuel and kurudisha pesa ya unga, because we understand it takes time to reduce pesa ya hizi vitu. Just the same way it took 6 months to build stadiums.
In 6 months' time, the stadium in Wote will be complete. In 3 months' time, the stadium in Chuka will be complete. In 3 months' time, the stadium in Moyale will be complete. In 6 months' time, the stadium in Kamarin in West Pokot, which is historic, will be complete. In a couple of months, the stadium in Eldoret will be complete.
Just give us entertainment so that we can recapitulate and grow this nation. Ama namna gani? Otherwise, guys, I have no other story left. I think what I'm left to do here is to say one thing. This is just for the purposes of knowledge. Guys, I will tell you this. And even Prezo alisema. Wacha nirudie tu yenye. Na nishaisema kwa issue. Save bwana. Save. Prezo alisisitiza na akasema we need to save as a country so that government inaweza tuomba loan. Yes, so that we stop borrowing loans from China. Save ndio Prezo aombe pesa kutoka kwenu. So kindly save. And I told you the way to save is just save 30% of your every earning. Let us stop having this thing we call lottery mentality. Lottery mentality is when you think that you will wake up and collect 1 million hidden in a fence. Lottery mentality is a mentality where you think that utaweka 50 bob mahali pale you accumulate ikue 100 million. Yes, you may be lucky, but it is very rare. Let me tell you, it is very rare. So mimi naomba tu jamani, try to save. Hiyo 50 bob unaweka pale. That's because you are investing on a betting company. Kindly watch out, because si rahisi win hiyo kitu. Hiyo 50 bob manze ungekuwa unasema, useme kama unaweka 50 bob per day, unasema 50 bob ni pesa kidogo sana. Nikiweka 50 bob per day, yenye nikipata 500 yangu pale kwa mjengo, niweke 50 bob per day, naweza win siku moja. Hiyo 50 ukisave in 7 days uko na 350. Manze 350 ni unga jo. I'm just saying. So just ensure that you save, Alafu kitu kingine, majamaa wangu wa sherehe, sikatai pesa ni yako. Pesa ni yako, and you have the right to drink whatever you want. You have the right to take something. You have the right to go and roll kwa mtaro. But I'm just advising you. Before you go and gulp your mzinga, at least ensure that you have 50,000 in your account. Imagine you're going to buy mzinga ya 1,500. Na kuweka magari mafuta yako Subaru na una kitu kwa account. So just ensure you have something like 50,000 in your account. Tafuta tu 50 G's. Weka tu 50 G's kwa account kwanza pale kwa bank. Ukuwe tu nayo ndio just in case hata ugongwe na baiskeli ama umbwe igonge pale. Unajua walevi wanagonga mpaka na umbwa. Ugongwe na umbwa pale accident, roadblock accident pale na umbwa. At least unajipeleka hospitali. Manze, how do you drink and you have nothing in your account? Save is the biggest idea I'll tell you today, and take it to the bank. I just want you to learn something. Kindly save. Without further ado, I think it's high time I close this show. Man, nimeacha ku director. Hakuna kitu nimeacha. Ensure that you support us. I'm asking you again, and I'm insisting on this. 96268995 is the number that you can use to save us. Tutumieni pesa manzi. Hata kama shilingi 10 jo. just support us. We have to grow together, and the way you can grow is by supporting us. Ama namna gani wadau? Ensure that you support us. We love you so much, my fans. You have supported me since day one, and may God bless you so much. So kwa niaba watu ambao walifanya issue ikakuwa maarufu, to my camera person Edmund Madime, to Woodward Mihesos the director, Mungu abariki sana. To my editor Karume Mbide, God bless you so much. And to our head office, Bishop Dedan Gadara and Mary Maina and Grace Gospel Ministry at large, may God bless you so much and God enhance your territories. This was the weekly rap show. And you know what they say? I am not a comedian, but I am very funny. So until next week, keep it GTV. We are the fountain of truth. Bye-bye.